Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of Hayden Be Grilling. Now tonight we're going to stay here in the kitchen. We're going to make a Crunchwrap casserole. I'm really excited about this. I've seen it for a while now. Seen many variations to it. Tonight we're going to try it for ourselves. So let's get started. Alright, first thing we're going to do is dice up one onion. Of course, we're going to use the dicer. It just makes things easier and a whole lot nicer. Once we got our onion diced, we're gonna put it into a skillet. Now I'm still not turning the heat on just yet. We're just getting the ingredients in for now. Now we're gonna add 2 pounds of ground beef. Now this is 80-20. So when we got that added in, we're gonna set our burner to a medium heat. And we're gonna brown our ground beef. Now in this pot over here, I'm gonna put me a can of refried beans. And the only reason I'm heating them up is that way here in a little bit, they'll be more workable. And you'll see what I mean here in a little bit. All right, so our meat is almost done browning. So I've got 2 tablespoons of butter, put them in a bowl, and I'm gonna stick them in the microwave just to melt the butter down. All right, now that we got that butter melted, we're just gonna take it and pour it into a 9x13 baking dish. That is hot. And I'm just gonna kind of work my baking dish around like so, or you can take a brush, whichever, and just, I want to get that butter nice and coated on the bottom here. All right, folks, so we just drained our meat. And so what I'm going to do now is add 2 packets of taco seasoning. And then I'm going to fill the packet with water and add a packet of water in there for each packet of seasoning. So 2 packets seasoning followed by 2 packets filled with water. All right, once we added that water in, we're just going to bring this up to a boil, and then we're going to reduce the heat to a simmer. Next, we're going to take our tortillas. Now, we went with the large tortillas. We're just going to kind of fold them down into the 9x13 baking dish, about like that. Come in here. Just make sure you got coverage all across the bottom. Okay. All right, so it took me 4 in a 9x13. Now we're gonna take the refried beans and we're gonna spread about half of our refried beans into, or on top of our tortillas. And this is why I wanted to go ahead and heat them up, just because they work a lot better, more workable rather, when they're heated than if you just dumped them out of the can. So we're gonna spread our refried beans in here. Next thing we're gonna do is come in with 8 ounces of Fiesta blend cheese. Now, I'm gonna spread this out as evenly as you can. So just dump the bag and just kind of spread this around where it's needed. There we go. Then we're gonna come in with 1 8-ounce can of drained rotel. And again, just kind of spread this out best we can. Get it as even as we can. I mean, it's not gonna be perfect, and it doesn't have to be perfect. All right, now we got our rotel down. We're gonna come in with some, it says 8 ounces of sour cream, but what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna kind of run my lines back and forth, about like that. Now the recipe I found said to come in next with Doritos, but I'm gonna come in with these tostadas. I'm gonna set it down. Actually, you know what we're gonna do? Kind of messed up a little bit, didn't I? But we're gonna set that down and give it a little press, kind of press it in there a little bit. Then I want to overlap it a little bit right here. And then same thing, little crackage. Same thing right here. All right, now I'm gonna come in with the rest of that refried beans. I'm gonna dump it on the top here. And then I'm going to just kind of spread this along the top. I'm taking a can of this gourmet nacho cheese You can use whatever cheese sauce you want, or cheese. The recipe that I found, they went with like a queso type cheese. But I'm just gonna spread this along the top here. All right, next step, we're gonna brush in that meat, or pour the meat on top. I'm trying to do this without blocking the camera there. Add the beef. There we go. And then again, just like before, just gonna spread this out. Now I'm gonna come back with 2 more tortillas. I'm gonna lay them right there on top like that. And we're just gonna fold these over. Like so. All right, so now we melted 2 more tablespoons of butter. What I'm gonna do is take my brush here. Just gonna brush all over the top of our tortillas. All right, so we got our butter brushed in on our tortillas. So now we're gonna bake this at 375 degrees for 30 minutes, uncovered. All right, folks, we just pulled these out of the oven. Our tortillas got some beautiful color to them. We're gonna let them set for 10 minutes. All right, folks, so these tortillas, they didn't cut near as cleanly and as pretty as the ones did in the video. So we're gonna take this piece here that I cut. I want y'all to, we're gonna pull this right on out. Look at that cheese melting. All right, folks, so for my piece here, I'm gonna throw me a couple slices of these jalapenos on here. And this here was just some of the stuffing, or the middle portion of the casserole. We got our jalapenos, and I know we put some sour cream down into the dish, but I'm gonna squirt me a little bit here on top. All right, folks. It is now time for the all-important taste test. Folks, that's doggone incredible. The crunch in that tortilla from baking it, incredible. The crunch from the tostada, incredible. The seasoning, all we used was taco seasoning. The refried beans, the rotel, the shredded cheese, the nacho cheese. Folks, this all bakes in perfectly. Like I said, it wasn't as pretty cutting it as it was in the video that I watched, or the recipe rather, but so good. Y'all please give this one a try, and y'all please let me know what you think. I'll swear by this all day long. So good. Y'all please like, subscribe, and we'll see y'all later.